और देखते हैं कि वो बड़ी बातें जो आज फैसले के तौर पर ली गई हैं। अरुण।
शुक्रिया अजय जी। और जिस तरह से इंडस्ट्री को दरकार थी, जो कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर मांग कर रहा था कि कुछ बड़े बदलाव होने चाहिए, बड़े ऐलान होने चाहिए, उस दिशा के अंदर जो वित्त मंत्रालय है उसकी तरफ से कई बड़ी बातें निकल करके। लेकिन लेट्स फोकस ऑन द 10 बिग पॉइंट्स ऑफ दिस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारमन। द बिग टेक अवे ऑफ दिस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस इज दैट द एनहांस्ड सरचार्ज ऑन FPIs, that means the foreign portfolio investors withdrawn. Now this is a big takeaway because we know this fact that in budget there was an announcement that means an additional surcharge of up to 40% was levied on these foreign portfolio investors. So that has been withdrawn now. Surcharge on domestic equity investors also goes, and enhanced surcharge levied on long-term capital gains and short-term capital gains also withdrawn. So now this big move will give a major push to the equity markets. That means the foreign investors, the foreign portfolio investors will start coming back to the Indian market. So that's the big takeaway. A lot of equity investors were looking for these kind of big announcements, and that's the one takeaway. Second important takeaway is that the central government decides to recapitalize banks immediately of up to 70,000 crore rupees. That's a big figure because we know this fact, the PSU banks like State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, we have seen earlier the equity infusion as well. So now the recapitalization of this 70,000 crore rupees will give extra cushion for these PSU banks, and also the additional liquidity of 5 lakh crore will also be infused in these public sector banks. So this will strengthen the public sector banks. That's the second big takeaway. Let's focus on the third big takeaway. And if we talk about the third big takeaway, is that the all home loans and car loans EMIs will come down, as banks have agreed to link the retail loans with the repo rate. Now this is the big term, the repo rate. That means if in case the repo rate is close to 6%, for example, as of now the PSU banks or the private banks are lending at a rate of 8.5 or 9%. So now the PSU banks might go forward and start lending a lower rate of repo rate. That's the big takeaway of this press conference. That means the EMIs, that means home loan and the car loan, are likely to get cheaper. That's the big takeaway as far as this press conference is concerned. Let's take the number 4 takeaway of this press conference, and that's a pretty interesting part as far as the fourth takeaway of this press conference is concerned. If we try to look at the fourth takeaway, it says that the focus is on making the conducive environment, for all these stakeholders. So this is the third pointer. Let's now move to the fourth takeaway. Now we are moving towards the fourth important part of this press conference. Now CSR violations to be treated as civil and not criminal liability. Now earlier the industry bodies like FICCI, CII, ASSOCHAM have written to the finance ministry. That means if in case they violate the CSR norm, if they can't go ahead with the CSR norms, they were treated as criminals. But now this case has gone, and now no criminal offense, but yes, there will be a civil offense as far as if in case there is CSR violation. So this is a fourth big takeaway. Let's now focus on the fifth big takeaway, and that's the crucial part. Now this fifth takeaway is that all tax notices will be online from October 2019. That means coming October 2019, all the tax notices will be online to you, and all the nitty-gritty, all the kind of litigations from the tax department, all these things will be disposed within 3 months. So now focus is more on the transparency part. That means there will be sealed, the income tax department sealed when you get a notice on that pass, or whatever tax notices you get, that will be completely online. So that's a big focus and big takeaway, because now finance ministry, CBDT completely focusing on transparency as far as the tax matters are concerned. Let's try to focus on the sixth big takeaway. Now this is the most crucial takeaway. The angel tax on startups will be withdrawn. Now this angel tax exists since 2012. Now what exactly angel tax means? Now any private equity, if in case they are raising funds, now if that is more than fair valuation. Now what is the fair valuation? For example, if this is a startup, for me, the fair valuation of this startup, watchmaking startup, can be 100 rupee. For the income tax department, the fair valuation of this startup can be 500 rupees. So income tax department can say that on the 500 rupee, you have to pay 30% of angel tax, but the fair valuation will vary from person to person who analyzes, who reads the book, who reads the account of that startup. So now these angel tax on startups completely withdrawn. Now this angel tax was also considered to be a deterrent tax as far as the startup industry is concerned. That's what imposed in 2012. So now no more angel tax as far as startup is concerned. So the startups in our country will get a major push, because the private equity investment, if they are investing, there will be no angel tax. That means up to 30%. So this is a big and sixth big takeaway. Let's now focus on the seventh big takeaway of this press conference. Now, GST filing to be simplified further. That means focus on transparency and simplification. All pending GST refund due to MSMEs shall be paid within 30 days. Now, this is the crucial point in 30 days because most of the MSEs were complaining that our funds are getting stuck because refunds are not coming on time. So now 30 days is the deadline when the funds will be given to the MSMEs. So the MSMEs can further invest and there is no problem for funding as far as the working capital is concerned. So in 30 days, this dues has to be given to the MSMEs back. And interesting part is that GST refund matters will be resolved within 60 days. That means not more than 2 months. Any kind of GST issues, this will be resolved in 60 days. So this is the seventh big takeaway of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's press conference. Let's now focus on the eighth big takeaway of this press conference of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. 100 lakh crore, as we know that this was announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the budget. Now 100 lakh crore for development of modern infrastructure over 5 years. But now roadmap will be given as to in which projects this 100 lakh crore rupees will be going forward, which are the projects. So Finance Ministry will be identifying those projects. So the focus will be how to spend this 100 lakh crore going forward in the next 5 years. So 100 lakh crore rupees, the strategy will be made as to in which projects, which stuck projects, these 100 lakh crore rupees will be invested. So this is a big takeaway number 8. Let's now focus on ninth takeaway of this press conference by Nirmala Sitharaman. Now, as we know that 100 lakh crore is the focus area, but the big focus area is the automobile sector. We know this fact. We are in the transition phase from petrol, diesel and CNG vehicles to electric vehicles. So there were confusion, there were uncertainty between the automakers and the auto segments that what will happen to the petrol diesel vehicles. So now all the BS4 vehicles purchased till 31st March 2020 will be operational for entire period of registration. That means till 2020 next year, if you're buying this BS4 vehicle for this entire period of registration, this will be valid. So that means there is no need to worry. That means this move will give a major push to demand in the auto segment. Second important aspect is that the revision of online one-time fee has been deferred till June 2020. So whatever the concerns the auto industries were making, that has been taken care of. That means now on Monday when the markets open, it will be a major cheer for the auto companies going forward. And last but not the least, that point number 10, that comes from the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's press conference. It is that India's growth or India is growing better than most other economies, because this is the fact, because we know this fact that in budget, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman came out with the New India vision. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister, led down the vision of a $5 trillion economy. So despite the global slowdown, despite the trade war, India is still performing better than US and China and most developing and developed economies. So that's the major takeaways. So yes, these takeaways surely on Monday will give a major push to the stock markets, give confidence to the corporate sector and industrialists, and that's the takeaway which everybody, I mean these highlights, which everybody, all the stakeholders, be the industrialists, corporate bodies, were waiting for past a couple of weeks going forward. So these are 10 takeaways. But for other major analysis and mega coverage, back to you, Ajay and Mark.
Thanks very much, Arun.